Right on backward square and one at a deep mid-wicket. Salt edges it, does he? Or has he hit the ground? Sams thinks it's out. Salt is still there, according to the CPL, and the Quilland is in the T10 League in Abu Dhabi. And now the strikers, he's top-edged that. It's going to be a tough catch coming back for Nair. Brilliant effort, Arjun Nair. Sams knocks over Salt for a duck, and what a start for the Thunder.
Yeah, great start. Great start. Really good catch. That's a tough catch. Arjun Nair there. He was under it. He didn't look all that steady, but it swirled around and went up into the lights. And it would not have been an easy catch. We saw Sam Harper drop a similar catch with the gloves on last night, so that tells you how good a catch that is. You're going to look at the front foot, but all things being equal, it's an excellent start by the Thunder. Gee, that's tight. It's going to be okay.
So Salt goes for a duck. Still no runs on the board. Ishigua has made her way up from the ground. As we have a look at the wicket and the dimensions of the pitch. And there's a good look at the dimensions, because short goes whack.
Yeah, that's a long hit, not a short one. They go from Skull, is that right?
Short and long stuff. That's close. That's really close. It's out. The Thunder have got the strikers twofer in just the second over.
Brilliant bowling from John O'Kirk, just pitches it up slightly further and maybe even a little bit quicker as well. Skids on, and that is another big wicket, especially after you've had someone pummel you to the boundary. 2 for 8 then at the moment.
Yeah, poor shot. He bowls full and straight. You don't sweep, you hit down the ground. That is absolutely plumb. Would have hit middle stump halfway up, probably hit him just on off stump. Cannoning the middle stump would have been better off playing the same shot he played.
Weatherall does beat the man inside the circle and brings up the first boundary. Much needed for the Adelaide Strikers.
Yeah, but
Green to Weatherall, gives himself room and cuts nicely with his second boundary. He's the third leading run scorer for the Strikers in their history, Weatherall, and he's a tasty player. And again, that's powerfully pushed off the back foot from Weatherall, just timing. The Strikers finally starting to get a bit of a move. He's now gone for 3 in a row.
You don't see this too often, do you? Chris Green getting...
End of an innings, he's looking to pitch it up more in the block hole.
Yeah. That's nicely played. Weatherall waited on it. He saw a small gap and pierced it beautifully. He's in good touch with his 5th boundary.
That's a great shot again.
Last 9 deliveries for Weatherall. Straight down the ground. That will be 4 more. Green's coming around, but even he's not quick enough for that. This is a nice performance by Jake Weatherall now. 6th boundary. Gee, that's a confident shot. Beats the field and will find its way to the boundary. That's a wonderful cricket shot.
He's been playing that shot without success so far. He's hit it to the field.
Strikers got some inventive shots too. That's powerfully hit down the ground. There's 2 men straight, and neither of them will get to that. Shows you the power that Jake Weatherall possesses as he moves to 40 from just...
Another turkey.
Over pitch. No, it's not. It's straight through him. It was a slow one from Sams. Tricked everyone, me included. And it's a big wicket to Weatherall.
Well, it came out so slow, didn't he? Again, just drops the pace right off. He's been using the slow balls to good effect since he's come back in. And gets a big wicket here. Weatherall was looking very good and dangerous out in the middle. Excellent bowling, slightly fuller as well. Deception of coming through the shot. He feels it's going to come down the same pace. And just rolls his fingers on it. Brilliant bowling.
That is a super slow ball.
It back.
Edged from Wells. Might have been an under edge. Dukes dived. Was never going to get a hand on it. A bit of fortune the Strikers need, I think. Carey playing within himself so far. He whips it away to the leg side. There was a shout of catch it. Hales tried to get a hand to it. Couldn't stop the band, which would be fantastic. Bit of width. Call of 2. They might get more than that. Goes like a tracer bullet. Wells underestimated his own shot. Ross couldn't get it. That's a clever shot from Alex Carey. As we said, he's played within himself, but he'll know that it's time to start to get things going. 37 from 36, just his third. Well, now she's a board member. Does someone come and do it for her? Carey advances. Can he clear the field? Yes, he can. First 6 for Alex Carey.
He's heart in his mouth for a long time.
Cook to Wells.
We know you're not cooking.
That's correct.
That's 6.
And neither's Cook at the moment, because that's gone over the rope.
No, he's not cooking with gas anyway.
Carey goes high. Looks like it's green underneath it. Takes the catch. Big wicket. And a big time of the match. Morris breaks through. Carey's done for 45. And the Strikers lose their 4th wicket.
Yeah, good catch. Your man, Chris Green, went high. Alex Carey knew he had to put the foot down. And he couldn't quite middle it. Hit the deck hard there. Chris Morris went a long way in the air. Big boundary straight down the ground. He doesn't drop too many. Chris Green, I think he might have dropped one in his whole career.
I think obviously it's high tempo cricket, and it's just one of those opportunities.
I'll just take over for a sec. Alex Jukes is underneath it and takes the catch. We'll get back to you, Alex, with Megan. Continue, sorry.
Alex, another one bites the dust.
Yeah, yep. Rush goes from ball 1, so he hasn't used up any deliveries, and now we've got Cameron White coming in, who's got lots of experience.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thanks for your time.
Thanks very much.
Well, we heard it was unorthodox, and that's what that was, Mark Waugh.
Like a forehand volley that couldn't go anywhere but where it went.
Indeed. He's just got enough on it with the bat there to clear mid-on, and the top spin doesn't get to the rope. It does. Hales. Oh, that's nice from Jono Wells. Picks it up, clears the field and the rope.
Very much the plan now.
Ashton over there in India at the moment. Nicely struck from Wells, beats the field and find the rope. This is some innings now from Jono Wells. He's moved to 43 from 24, really giving these... Beats the field again, it'll be another boundary. It is. Emma, after he bowled 2 overs and had fantastic figures, where of the wicket, especially on the leg side. Oh, that's a clever shot. Gee, it was the ball. In a pretty good position from Morris. He's been a bit stiff there. That's well played. It's 50 for Jono Wells. He's 6th in the Big Bash, coming at a vital time off just 28 deliveries.
Great innings, played beautifully. And it could be the difference between winning this game and losing it for the Strikers. Is really put some impetus into this innings. Striking 185, but just a range of shots, very difficult to bowl to.
Smart play as he was running in. I thought he might go Yorker again. Jono Wells gets down a lovely ramp.
He might do that again too, Wells.
Finish off the innings.
Oh.
Gets it high on the splice of the bat.
He does.
Can they hustle back for 2? Arm comes in, they do. So 9 from the last over. 160 is the total for 5 for the Strikers. Wells finishes not out. And 161 looks to be the target set for the Thunder to win a 3rd straight game, Mark Waugh.
Yeah, we've got a good game on our hands here. And I thought the Thunder did pretty well in that innings. It looks a goodish pitch. The Strikers never really got going. It's a bit of a stop-start innings, but Wells played a little cameo, 53 from 31. That's got him up to 162, which...
In fact, it's 161, so it's one fine touch facing Stanley with a slip in. Immediately, confidently on the front foot.
I'm going to recommend some lasagna for you, Mark Howard.
Really?
I'll tell you what, I had it for lunch, actually.
Khawaja. Edged!
Oh.
Is it taken by Carey?
How has he taken
I
that?
don't know how he's taken it. Has it ended up with Cameron White?
Cameron White. Carey missed it. He went to dive for it, Carey, and it went to Cameron White, who juggled it. And that's a huge blow, a really full ball by Billy Stanlake. And it's flown to first slip.
Well, he's done extremely well here. The distraction of Alex Carey going across him. First ball, Usman Khawaja. And yeah, that's what it means. He can't believe it himself. That is a big, big blow.
Well, it's come off Carey's glove as well, which makes it even better, the catch from Cam on the charge to Ferguson.
Ooh,
Overpitched,
wow.
and that's welcome to the crease. An easy boundary for Cal Ferguson, but you just don't know what you're going to get with Big William. Beats the dive. Consecutive boundaries.
That is loose, but that is wide in Ferguson's slot as well.
Roy wears his, so
Does.
he's out, so he might as well. Nicely worked through mid-wicket by Hales. He's timed that really well. Save your legs.
Yeah, the ball angling into him.
It's really starting to float in across the ground.
Yeah, it's not just the visibility issue, it's as that is well fielded.
Well, Shane Bond also talk about the fact as they come back for a 3 that they had elected, they'd normally bat first here, but they elected to bowl in case the smoke came in and it came up to a sort of Duckworth-Lewis type rain situation. We might speak to Jake Weatherall in a moment as to the conditions out there, because just to the...
Well, I don't reckon he'll be able to see the smoke like we can up here high. It's sort of right over Lake Burley-Griffin. That
You can barely see the other side of the ground from where our change rooms are, so...
We're just having a look at the replay as to whether that's 4 or not. Pretty hard for you to tell, so not much point me asking you.
No, that's not 4.
Well, it's hit his knee, then his right foot. Is that on the...
Oh, maybe there, yeah. Yeah.
So the smoke was worse yesterday, Jake, at the time you're out training than it is now?
Yeah, definitely worse. Oh, bugger. Yeah.
Pretty bad. And then above 100 is hazardous as he gets this one away. Ferguson fine enough. He's had quite a few deliveries in that sort of areas. He's been able to just play away.
Very well-educated lady. With
Shot.
Ferguson, that is as good a shot we've seen tonight, Mark.
Great shot. Yeah, you're right. Width from Wes Agar and on the front of us.
Hales gives himself width. Tough bounce in the gully. Siddle's not happy. Hales is.
For a spinner. Got a quick arm action. That's 4. Shot, Callum Ferguson, a bit short.
Well, that'll just hurt the strikers even more. They've already passed where they need to be at the end of this over. All the Thunder need to do is
Not
just
lose
to
a wicket.
Yeah, get through it without losing a wicket.
Oh, look out there, blocker.
We're talking to Alex Carey about it again.
Very difficult.
Yeah, Cal Ferguson's got that challenge now. He started well, and that's a difficult one for Carey down the leg side.
Well, it's as thick a smoke as I've ever seen at a cricket ground. I can't believe they'd play on after this over, looking at it.
And the ball's going to the umpire now. So there's some discussion there between Sammy Nagaski and Paul Wilson. This is a shot from the commentary box. That's where we are. We'll swing it round and pan and show you how much the visibility has dropped here and just how much smoke there is out on the ground. Always hard to represent these things on TV, but
Well, the umpires are now talking about going off, and no doubt the Thunder want 4 more deliveries bowled. They want 4 more deliveries. They're not going to get it, though.
well, that's a big call, isn't it?
Well, you start the over, you may as well finish it. In my opinion.
You can see the displays there on the camera guys and girls platforms. You can hardly see the wave there, but it's lighting up. So just explain to those that are joining us that might not be aware of the games, because Cal Ferguson is asking this question. He's saying, well, we've started the over. Explain us to...
Well, 4 more balls constitutes a game.
Yep.
5 overs is required by the team batting second to constitute a game.
And they're in front.
Yeah, well, the
At this
Thunder
point?
in front. They've got the 4.2 overs and they're walking off. It doesn't mean the game is over. You know, the smoke may well get to a level where they can go back out there. But
if you consider this was rain, at a certain point we'll start losing overs out of this game, which is why Shane Bond and Cal Ferguson elected to bowl in case it happened, because they wanted to be in control of the game. But Cal Ferguson's a calm man, but he is extremely unhappy. He doesn't show much emotion, typically Cal Ferguson, but he is a very, very unhappy captain at the moment.
I think his argument will be that the conditions at the start of the over were exactly the same as what they were 2 balls later. It was, perhaps it just got...
Megan Barnard is down amidst all this with the umpires. Megan, just before you chat with the umpires, just tell us from your point of view what's changed in the last 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, look, we were sitting there not too long ago, Howie, and, you know, that bit of smoke in the air, and we were hearing Junior explain it from where you guys were sitting, but then all of a sudden this gust of smokers come in, and it doesn't feel too safe being out here. So I'm going to get a quick comment from these two umpires who know a bit more than I do. Gents, what were the conversations out there?
Look, obviously visibility and air quality are the major concerns. There was one that was hit to square leg then, and fair to say that Paul had trouble picking that up. Likewise, from where we are, even going to the dugout, visibility is very difficult. We can smell the smoke, and obviously the air quality is something in itself. But it doesn't mean the game's done. Obviously, it doesn't look the best. However, we are in a ground weather and light scenario. Every 4 minutes we lose from here, we'll lose one over.
Yeah, so, Paul, there is a chance we can get back on tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the game's not done. I mean, I think everyone's expecting it to be done, but it goes back to, and it's just for the people at home, is that we would not have started if it was like this. It's exactly the scenario we spoke about when it was like last night. So really, I understand that the Thunder have got 4 balls to go, but we can't take that into consideration. It's really about air quality and obviously the smoke coming in here. So we would not have started in this. So that's the reason why we've had to call at this stage. So.
And Sam, just to be clear on the rules again, 5 overs constitutes a match at this stage?
Absolutely. So it's a 20-over-a-side game when we came off. So for every 4 minutes, we'll deduct an over until we get to a stage where we can't get those 4 balls in, or if we're lucky enough, we get a restart. There'll be a new target score, and we'll go from there.
All right, gents, appreciate your time. We'll let you get off the ground. Howie, there you have it. We're not done yet.
Okay, good news. Good news. Cal Ferguson was pretty unhappy as he came off the ground. He's obviously got a horse in the race, obviously. 4 more balls, no wickets lost. His team gets the point, so you can understand his frustrations.
Well, it was the ball going out to deep square. That was the trigger for the umpires, wasn't it?
I thought Paul Wilson ducked away nicely when it came towards him. But, look, you can understand it from both sides, you know.